Previously, before the Binding Bolt came out.
Well, about that, it's just this one guy that I don't get along with too well if he's here. No, you ain't getting off that easy. You keep getting stupid ideas about running, I won't hesitate to punish you again. You got that? Eek, no, not another punishment, I'm sorry, I'll be good, I promise. Come on now, get real. What do I want with some little kid running around me, getting all up in my business? Turn around and get yourself back to Munster, kiddo. You don't understand, if I said no, he'd do awful, horrible, terrible things to me.
Oh, there we have it.
Well, Palm proved to be a thoughtful man. And now, let's continue where we left off.
Leading his men out of the bandit-infested Thracia forests, Leaf found the most welcome sights awaiting him and his liberation army. The walled city of Tara, its shape tall and imposing, stood before them on the horizon. Under the leadership of Duchess Linoan, daughter of the late Duke of Tara, the free city had rebelled against the Empire, refusing to be complicit in their many crimes. This rebellion had not gone unpunished, unlike someone else. The city had already been under siege by the Imperial army, led by Colonel Paulus for some time. Already in dire straits before the Empire's attack had even begun, Tara would now find it exceptionally difficult to recover. Initially, the city-state had brokered its freedom by agreeing to not interfere with the Granville Empire's conquest of North Thracia. In exchange, Tara had been allowed to keep its autonomy, but even at the time, the city's freedom was thought to be as precarious and fleeting as a candle flickering in the wind.
Alright.
That's some good storytelling.
Yeah, it is. It is. I really like this translation patch. Welcome to Chapter 13. Yeah, this is Tara, I believe. It's like a smaller version of Tara. And then the next map, we're like inside Tara.
It's like a mini Tara.
Mini Tara. It's kind of funny sometimes how Fire Emblem changes its scope from chapter to chapter. Like sometimes you're fighting on a huge overland map that is supposed to symbolize like a small part of the continent. Other times you can be fighting inside a house.
Yeah.
It's interesting how
like last map.
Like last map, yeah?
That's just the manner.
Yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, as always, of course, we have the ballistas. Although I have a funny strategy to deal with them. I think you might like it. We're gonna encounter some funny units on this map. Some green-blue units, my favorite. And
they're green units, but they listen.
They listen, yeah. They're the proper kind of green units. We have Liz, the General. And we got some guys who will show up here as soon as the map starts. Not a lot of enemies on the map initially, but more will follow. It's actually an escape chapter, I believe. You gotta get over here, right?
It's escape and defense, just like the chapter with Roberts and Selfino.
Yeah. So for that reason alone, we don't, like, there's no point in feeling Karen for this, right? Because she's just gonna get zoned out by these ballistas. Or do you like to deploy
Karen on this map, but only for specific uses. There are ways to utilize Karen, but that depends on your strategy. And I suspect your strategy doesn't need her, so I guess for you there's no point, but I usually field her.
Yeah, but I fielded mostly mounted units for this map, because you gotta, like, hurry a little bit. Mm-hmm. Well, mounted units and the guy who runs faster than horses.
Yeah, he has more move, right?
Yeah, he does, actually. And Salem with his physics staff just to get some magic or some stuff
somewhere.
Yeah. And then Leaf in the back here, because I can't really change his position. And of course, Lara the Dancer. She might get zoned out a little bit by the ballistas, but I hope to actually be able to take him out. We'll see if I can do it or not. If not, I can always pick her up with Finn or something and transfer her through their range. There's like this ballista can't really be taken out safely, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem to just dart past it, I think. And these ballistas all here can all be taken out relatively easily. Now there's a house here. Do you remember what this gives?
I think in this chapter there's one with a hammer, one with an armor slayer, and one with a master proof. The master proof is underneath the bishop, but I don't remember which one has the hammer. I think the upper one is hammer, the bottom one is armor slayer, and that one you're on right now has the master proof.
Yeah, so there's this bishop here that you can't really, I don't really think you can get to him without either a warp staff or a flyer.
Yeah, you kind of need, that's one of the reasons I'd like to deploy Karen. So I guess you're missing out on that? Mm-hmm. Is that the plan? Okay.
I'm not set in my deployments. I can change. It's just, If I want to deploy Karen on this map, I need to, like, take down this ballista really quickly, and I don't think she can get there on her own. Because this ballista sounds at this ballista's minimum range quite beautifully. So I can't really move Karen over the mountains until I take out both of these, which will take me some time. But it would be nice to capture this bishop, not gonna lie. So if he has a bolting equipped, can I just yoink him?
No, because he also has an L-Fire in his inventory. So if a unit has a one-to-range weapon somewhere, you cannot insta-capture them.
Right. So I either have to deploy Safi with the Warp Staff, or I have to deploy Karen.
Basically. You could wait until both ballistas are gone. They're kind of hard to get to, I will agree to, but I generally manage this fine. But then again, the strategy I use for my playthroughs to make it as safe as possible, I don't want to say what it is, because if you do it as well, it'll be kind of boring. I think it's more fun if you figure it out on your own. So I can't really tell you how to make it safe, but there is a way. I'll just say it that way.
So we have to deploy Sylphina on this map, because she can get the Brave Bow by talking to Glade. But if I'm gonna, like, bench any of these guys, then I think it's probably gonna be Salem.
Yeah.
Either Salem or Lara, because Salem is probably gonna lag behind quite a bit. Although I do really like the physic on this map.
You will get a lot of opportunities to physic next map if it's like about staff rank. If you like physic on this map, then I understand deploying Salem, but the way I play it is so different that I guess it doesn't really apply my preferences. So yeah, I guess this is the way to go. You still have mana for healing, so it's not a huge loss or anything.
I guess there's no point in giving her. Actually, she should probably get a weapon just in case.
Yeah, you could give her like a sword so that if you dismount her, she doesn't get captured. Or maybe you want her to get captured. Depends on what you want, I guess.
Yeah, let's give her a scroll too. I don't think it really matters, but why not keep it on her?
Yeah.
There we go. All right, well, that's what we're doing now, I guess. Anyway, we got someone to talk about.
You know that very rude guy, right?
Yeah, the very rude guy.
All right.
So, yeah, let's go talk about him real quick.
He's woke now. He's woke now.
Don't worry, it won't take long. So here's Trude the Myrmidon. He joined last chapter. You may have forgotten about him. He's the guy that we had to put to sleep. So here he is. He's a Myrmidon, and there's not really a lot to say about this guy whatsoever. He's just like your classic Myrmidon. He has some okay bases, I suppose. They're better than Marita's at the very least. He can use Silver Swords at base. I guess that's kind of nice. He comes with Nihil, which, you know, Marita also gets from her sword, but Trude has it like all the time. I guess there's like a couple of niche points during the game where Nihil can help you out, but I don't really see Trude being a good wielder of it at all. He has a Vigor Star and B rank in swords. That's pretty much the only good things I can say about him. His growth rates are generic, his bases are generic. He has a follow-up critical modifier 1, which I find pretty garbage on Myrmidons because, you know, they're all about them crits. And the fact that he doesn't get any extra crit kind of like really hampers his usability. I think just like any other character in Thracia, like, he is perfectly serviceable if you want him to be, but I don't know. I feel like if you're going to join at this point, at this stage during the game with these bases, you gotta have something good about you that justifies fielding you. For me, he is a replacement unit, and honestly, I find him hard to deploy even among replacement units. I don't really see a niche for this guy at all. I mean, I think he supports with Parn. I think that's the only thing I can think about that might make
Parn
him
give him a support. He doesn't even give it back.
Oh, well, yeah, he sucks. It's 2 out of 5 stars. Only reason why I'm not giving him 1 star is because, like, being able to use Silver Sword at base is kind of nice.
Yeah, it's pretty notable how much HP Trude has as a Myrmidon at base. Like 30 is not nothing, and his strength is fairly high too compared to what you'd expect. Like he is a lot more than Marita in that aspect, and even Shiva probably rivals his stats a little bit. But lack of pursuit critical makes killing, especially boss killing, a lot harder for him. And Nihil was not a very useful skill overall. And even if it was in a situation where it is, it's kind of funny that Marita has the exact same skill when using her personal sword. So even within that niche, he has competition in that way. And I think he doesn't really make up for what he lacks compared to Marita and friends, or even like 3 units in general, because using the same class, Pitfall, blah, 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 his magic is 0, so magical sword's not a super good option for him. I think he can 2-shot some things with the fire sword because it's just that good, but thunder or wind sword, not that great when you have no magic and no crit to go with, no supports to increase it, or rather, well, just Parn, but still kind of high build, I guess, so it doesn't lose much speed, but not that useful, I would agree. Still possible to make him viable, but not super spectacular. So yeah, 2 stars. Let's go.
But he does have a Silver Sword that I can give to someone.
Yeah, I think Fergus can use it probably. Maybe Leaf.
Yeah, give him the Kingmaker to leave. So I think the Silver Sword on Fergus probably is a good idea.
Yeah.
And then give his vulnerary to someone.
Alright, let me just bring this up before I forget. You always bring like 5,000 weapons into battle because you want to like have a lot of options, which I understand. But then mid-battle, you always run into the problem of like, oh, my inventory's full, so whatever I capture, I can't pick off. So how about we keep that in mind right now?
Good idea. Alright.
Yeah, gotta get that steel lance, long lance, like, why?
I mean, to be fair, it is nice for him to have some options that are not the Brave Lance.
That's true, but
yes, I do agree that like we should probably like
chill a little bit on the weapon options.
Probably just a tiny bit, yeah. So that, but yeah, I do think that's a good idea. Ronan, no, we're not touching him.
Don't touch my family.
Don't touch my family. Let's go. Okay, now we can go.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Whoa.
Uma Star.
Funny soundboard, man. It's a funny
Uma
thing.
Star.
It's
Pitfall.
Anyway, chapter 13, the Walled City. How's our situation here, General Lizd? We have the city surrounded, Colonel Paulus. I formally request that we begin our assault now.
Pitfall.
Why the hurry? Baldock and the 8th Division should be here shortly. There's no need to overextend ourselves, we'd only be wasting good soldiers. I see, as you wish, Colonel.
But actually...
I'll be damned if I just sit on my hands and let Baldock rob me of all the glory. All Imperial forces, begin the assault. Try to retreat, and I'll kill you myself. Go, 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 go!
What a nice guy.
Yeah, this is Prime General here, following orders. The Empire's finally making their move. What's the plan, Glade? The reality is that we can't match the strength of their army. All we can do is postpone the inevitable. I could take to the sky and scatter their front line. I reckon that would buy you some time, but... Don't. You wouldn't make it far. You'd be easy pickings for their ballista. A Draconite's entire way of fighting is to swoop down, strike, and fly away. All in one swift move. That's how you stay alive, Edda. Impatience will just get you killed.
Can't confirm killed Edda before.
With all due respect, brother, but this isn't the place for a lecture. Time isn't on our side. For the time being, I'll dispatch my cadre of knights to the field. But will your small band of knights be enough to stem the tide, Glade? Our sellswords have long since fled. Your men will have to go at it alone. We must call upon Prince Shannon, the blood of the Crusader Odd. The Sword Saint himself runs strong in his veins. My knights can never match his might on the mat of battlefield. Bah! Would that I knew why he refuses to help us. Tch, that pompous little dastard. He doesn't give a damn about the common folk. Our battles don't concern him. I just don't understand that guy. So he means to keep the womanizing while the people of Tara fight for their lives. Damned philanderer, he won't be of any help. We must fight the inevitable on our own then. Don't push yourself, Glade. The Empire's just getting started. However, this ends, we've got a long way to go. Yes, I know that. I bet most people who, didn't... I guess people who don't know must be like, what? What did they do to Shannon in this game? My prince, take a gander just over those mountains. I don't know how, but do it. The road has been long, but may I present the city of Tara? Oh, right. I thought Leaf said
there's
this.
More text.
How is this possible? The Empire has already begun their assaults. To arms, then. Tell our forces to charge into Tara. We can't abandon the city's people. That will not do, my prince. The main body of our army has just now cleared the forest. Our vanguard is all we have here. That's to say nothing of the enemy ballista. Any of our forces that made for Tara's defense now would face more than their share of danger. I'm aware of the risks, but if we stand here and allow Tara to be razed to the ground, our war will be lost before it's even begun. Are you in agreement, Augustus? I am. If we do nothing to defend Tara, we lose the support of the people. Their belief in us will turn to contempt. Our army is still young and vulnerable. Without popular support, we have nothing, and our cause will fade into history, forgotten.
It's settled then.
That's optimistic. Alright, so here we go. We got green units, green-blue units. They can actually level up, they have growth rates. They're kind of funny.
No, they don't. Not really.
I mean, they got like base class growths, but
terrible.
If you give them experience, they might get stats, which is funny.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you do here, but I just trade their weapons to Glade and escape with them. That's what I tend to do.
Why would you escape with them though? I never understood why you did that before.
Just
it's like, why
to get
don't you use it to buy time?
They're annoying. I don't know.
Why are they annoyed? They're not even green units phase. You can make them not move if you're annoyed by them.
Well, what do you do then? Just send them down there and to like stall?
Well, I don't want to spoil my big brain strat, but at least you can use them to like hold up some units, yeah.
I guess what I could do is I
Okay,
could...
let me put it in language you can understand. If every battle they fight is one that Glade doesn't have to, wasting his Silver Lance.
That's true. I guess what I could do is I can try and take out this ballista. That'd be nice.
Yeah, they can sometimes do that. They're surprisingly unreliable at killing even the most defenseless enemies, but it's worth trying.
I'll try, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
their equipment isn't really like worth that much, I guess.
Just give him the Silver Lance.
Can they use it?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I'm
even killing like one Bomber Knight for them is difficult, but yeah, you can go for a Ballista, you can...
I can try sending Glade down. Speaking of Glade, we gotta talk about this handsome guy.
Yeah, leadership guy.
Yes, so say hello to Glade.
Hello, Glade.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Glade, I'm an alcoholic. Hello, Glade.
He does kind of look like an alcoholic, doesn't he?
He's seen some shit.
He's seen some shit. So yeah, here's Glade. He is a Duke Knight, kind of just similar to Finn. I like Glade a lot. Fun fact, in the first Choose Your Legends popularity poll, Glade was like dead last, like the least popular character in Fire Emblem, which I think is a travesty, really, because there's so many other units that deserve being on that list. Like freaking Robert and Kane and Alba got like more votes than him.
Perry's higher too.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. So Glade is a really, really solid pre-promote. Bases are really good. He can wield the Silver Lance at base. He has an Authority Star, a rarity in Thracia. Not a lot of units have that, so deploying him will always buff your entire army by 3%. So if you have a spot to spare, then I think Glade is always a solid addition. He can't really capture as well as Finn does, because he can't use the Brave Lance, but he can still capture if a unit is weakened. He's, you know, being a mounted unit, he can capture everything. And his high con allows him to use heavy weapons without losing a lot of speeds. I find that he often doubles. I mean, he has, right now, he has an attack speed of 11, which allows him to double most enemies on the field, which is nice. He also has a ton of supports. He supports the entire scrub squad of Selfina, and I also do believe he gets a 20% support from Selfina herself.
Yeah.
So if you feel both of them on the field, he's actually pretty goddamn good. In the next chapter, you will really need good bulky units, so Glade's gonna be very nice to have there. I find that even due to his leadership star, like it's even nice to deploy him on indoor chapters if you have an extra spot to spare, because a 3% buff to your entire army is always going to be nice. So Glade is just like a really solid unit overall. I like him a lot. I think he's really underrated. People tend to like overlook him just because he's some generic pre-promote, but he's actually really, really good. 4 out of 5 stars.
Okay, that's pretty high. I think you touched all the key points. I don't think the supports are a very big deal because really who uses Carry On, Kine, Alba, and or Robert? Like even one of those is a rarity. His bases, I'm surprised to hear you praise them that much because to me they're usable, they're good. They're good enough to defend the next chapter and do well outdoors for the most part. But I think they're like similar to Fred, and I don't remember how much we praised Fred, but I think they're like alright.
I praised Fred quite a bit, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. In that case, at least you're consistent. I think the bases are nice, but I don't think they're like super good. They're sufficient for most Thracian combat for sure, but I think, for example, what he doesn't do sometimes is to kill Armor Knights with silver, especially late game. That is something that he kind of fails at, so that's unfortunate. The leadership is super nice. It is really hard to find rate leadership and like properly evaluate it because a lot of the time you'll forget it's there. You just deploy him because you know he has it, but you never really go like, oh my god, I'm so glad this battle that I had a 3% leadership star somewhere.
Yeah, right.
You kind of forget he's there. So he's doing work all the time for you, but it's really hard to evaluate. So I find it hard to rate him more than 3 stars, but I understand where you're coming from with 4. It's just very tough to rate. I don't think the support is great or anything, because the units he does supports are mostly bleh. Like the best one is Selfina, and even I gave her like 2 or 3 stars, I think. Yeah. I would say Glade is like, I think he's a 3-star unit, but I would deploy him almost every single map for his leadership. So yeah, that's where we're going, I guess. I think he's good, but I don't think he's spectacular. You quote unquote amaze me Glade level.
Right. So, yeah. Well, let's see about that. Let's go and kill a ballista.
Prove Mecha wrong. Near send Glade into 5 armor.
This is the Prove Mecha wrong squad right
here. Hey man, you were about to like just make him retreat. I'm the one who makes him use them. They're the Proof Mecha wrong squad.
I must retreat. All right. Well, Ronan.
Oh yes, that's Tuesday. That's nice. I like that for sure.
And not only that, there's like Bow Knights up ahead.
Yeah. And It's kind of hard to keep everyone else out of range while still hurrying up, though. But we'll look
Oh,
for
no.
it. Yeah.
Oh no.
Spectacular.
Oh,
Spectacular.
no.
All right, reset. We need a better level up.
Nah, never mind.
Got him. Wait, do you want to do that? Do you
No.
want to kill the Ballista?
I want to kill this thing.
I feel like racing ahead with Ronan is just a recipe for disaster in this map.
I just think it's funny to imagine Ronan just going like, like running to the siege.
Why are you using the killer bow for that?
You know, reasons.
Okay.
Okay, let's check out their attack range. I think if I'm smart now, I can place. Probably want to dance for Leaf here, honestly.
If
now
that's for Leaf, equip a ranged weapon, then maybe.
Yeah, the amazing light brand.
Ah, yes, that thing that needs to be repaired for, what is it, the 6th time?
I've only repaired it once, like.
Weren't you planning on doing it twice?
I don't know. Probably.
It's almost out.
It is almost out. It kind of makes me sad, honestly. So I'll run over here. I guess I have to equip it now. If not, they'll just go for someone else, or they'll just go for him. I kind of want them to go for Ronan, honestly. We'll see how that goes.
Likely. He has the lowest defense out of all these units, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. Like Thracia is weird. I don't really know what it values most of the time.
I think it's kind of like GBA. It values damage and not getting countered.
So with Karen right here, I mean, she's kind of like zoned out by this ballista, but I guess if Glade and his scrub squad can take out this guy, then maybe there's what's her move? She has,
I think she might need a leg rig to fly inside the Eye of the Storm here.
8 moves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, she can't really do that. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, I just tend to use her like if you're playing like this, I would just use her as a Fergus support for now, and then fly up to get the. Her real only purpose is to get the Master Seal for you, and that's about it. And a captured bishop, I guess. Yeah, one of those will come out every turn.
Right. Yeah, because if I can take out that guy, I also do believe you lose if they seize the point, right?
You do, yeah. that's why I'm surprised you sent Glade out, because I usually use him to defend that point.
Well, he can get back in time.
All right.
Can he?
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I think those enemies don't realize that they can seize the point in 2 turns. They'll just attack you instead if they can, but you might get yourself in trouble.
Right, we'll see.
Whoop, boink.
Oh no, green units, careful.
They spread their attacks though, so they're fine.
Yeah, it's not clever mode in here, boys.
I've replayed FE4 for my Iron Man, and I definitely noticed the differences now between clever mode and normal mode. It's insane how much they spread their attacks out on normal mode.
I'm really so glad to hear you say this. You have no idea how much joy it gives me.
I still think blaming everything on clever mode is stupid, but I did notice the difference.
I'm so glad you're finally acknowledging that clever mode is a thing. But yes, it is like...
I never denied it was a thing. I just said...
I'm not saying that I'm not to blame for any of my own mistakes. I'm just saying you get punished harder on clever mode. That's all.
Yeah, I agree to that.
On normal mode, it lets you get away with things.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, oh yeah, you place someone in range. Yeah, I'm just gonna like have the Pegasus just go for 3 different units. Whereas like on clever mode, it's like I'm a focus that 1 unit you left on the front lines now. Also, well, Red Life Brand, I guess. Kind of sad though. I want
Ronan, I guess.
I want Ronan to kill these guys. I'm actually kind of. Oh, never mind. Nice.
Oh, you just had to tell them. Why didn't you tell them before? They were perfectly willing to go for Ronan. You just had to ask them. Very nicely.
I love Adept, man. It's so cool.
God damn, so good.
He's gonna promote in 1 level. Nice. So I guess. Okay, there is a way I can get to this ballista with Karen. I don't know if she does a lot of damage to it, but if I dance for her.
Keep in mind, Lara probably also gets 1 shot though. But you can rescue her, I guess.
Yeah, I can dismount. No, wait, I cannot. Well, no. Actually. You
can dismount, but you can't get up there in time if you do that.
Yeah, so if I guess what I can do. However, if I can get Lara to like. Okay, if she's on this spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah, that works. That works.
See what I want to do here.
Yeah, I see it. I would not use Ronan's towel, but it doesn't really matter. Another almost star
coming to lift the siege, boys. Okay, so dude, I think
please
I have to
be nice to my boy.
I think I have to run back, right?
Yes, I think you might have to.
So I'll like bonk this guy. Let's see how good his. Actually, his offense is perfect for this.
Yeah, he's if he gets crit, he's nearly dead. I like it.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh no.
like it. I like these moves. He has no scrolls, so this will
But
be
of
fun.
course, once we get him on the gate, he gets 10 defense, so he should be fine.
Yeah, that pretty much negates everything that he faces.
One of these guys don't have a javelin, do they?
No, they all have iron lances except the steel bow guys, obviously.
Because that actually would be pretty nice on Glade.
Yeah, they have some issues breaking through these armors, so I hope the Arch Knights can 2-hit kill here. Nope, they're really bad. They are really bad.
Wow, they really are. What
They
the
got the
hell?
damage against the Armor Knight with the Lance Knights. You'll try even more.
Oh my god, what
Yeah.
the hell? This is fucking useless. I'm just gonna trade.
They're cannon fodder. They're supposed to be cannon fodder. They're here to just defend the place.
I'm gonna take their weapons now.
I know Don Don used them to what did he do? He placed them in such a way that these enemies actually move around Tara, so they were slowed down. It was
Oh
pretty funny.
right, I actually remember that. Yeah, that's a pretty funny, clever maneuver.
Yeah, and he also made them kill a ballista, I think, and that allowed them to move Karen through no ranges.
I don't know how they're supposed to kill a ballista. If I'm gonna be
you need
down.
some good, you need their stats to be a certain way.
Yeah,
And lots of
it's
stats to be the other way.
It's not gonna work.
No, not in a casual playthrough.
Not from a Jedi.
Yeah, there is something really cool you can do if you deploy warp with Safi on this map.
Yeah, I was actually contemplating it. I was like, maybe I should actually deploy warp.
To do what?
I don't know. I just figured warp might be good on this map, but
Yeah,
like,
it is good,
Warp is,
but
warp is good on every map, so you know.
It's very weird how it works, but I don't really want to talk about it because I don't know if you know how everything in this chapter works. I think it'll be more entertaining if you.
No, I have no
if you
idea.
don't. Yeah, good.
Okay, so I
Good.
think will this ballista double Selfina? Let's see.
They generally do.
Same HP. Yes, I do.
I don't know
believe
how same HP works actually. I know more HP works. Well,
Oh, yeah?
we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, I don't really want to risk it.
Sucks that you have to bring Selfina for this one just for the Brave Bow. But hey, it's worth it for Ronan, I guess.
Yeah, it's only because of Ronan. Nothing else. Nothing else.
Hey man, Xavier can use it too. Ronan doesn't need it. He attacks plenty of times.
Armor Slayer, let's go. I don't want to waste any other weapons on this guy. Oh shit, I just realized though, there's gonna be, can I block this reinforcements? I can, right?
I think so, yeah.
I need to check if,
I don't think they want to kill Lara.
No, that's what I was
Wrong.
wondering, because she has,
She has nothing.
14 attack though. I'm wondering if maybe I should just pick up Lara.
It's okay, it's 50 in the Japanese version. Yeah, just pick her up with Selfina, it's fine.
Yeah, there we go. It means I can't dance next turn, but it's...
Totally worth. You can give her away to Nana next turn and just get her more forward. It's not that bad.
Yeah, so Ronan,
Right.
what are we gonna
Go
do here,
get it,
buddy?
Ronan.
What are we gonna do here? Let's see how well these guys do against him.
They don't move, by the way.
How did I move? Well, that makes it easy then.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let me just
Killer
let me
buff.
just save you a feeble attempt at math here.
Come on, crit. Come on, really?
What's critical again? There we
Come
go.
on.
Doesn't he have like 2 or something? It's not.
I think he
that
has a
great,
follow-up critical modifier of 2, yeah. So his second attack should be like 50% crit or something.
It's 1.
Like that.
F.
Oh, really? Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he had 2.
Yeah, I thought so too. Well.
Oh. I think
Oh,
Karen's
Karen.
in range.
Yeah.
Karen's in range, guys. Wow. Crit. I'm a green unit.
I'm blue. No, never mind. I'm pretty green actually.
I'm blue, dabba dee dabba dum.
Da-
I should have made sure that they that's kind of sad actually.
Yeah, I hope you traded away all the weapons.
Most of them. There's like one. I think that guy.
There's
has
like one
two.
guy with 2 iron lances somewhere. I know that
Yeah.
much.
But he might die. Oh no! Oh, it's going for Ronan. Interesting. Well, that's fine.
Oh, did you see that shot?
Okay, going for Leaf. Yeah, I should have kept Leaf. No, Fergus is not within support range of Karen.
Not by a long shot.
Yeah, I think Karen can die now.
Wow. Imagine finding an enemy that's weaker than this NPC knight. Soldiers, allow me to introduce myself.
There we go. I'm a blue unit. Oh wow, this
Oh,
guy's
wow.
being a champ. Holy shit, he's
More durability than Lara right here.
yeah. Could say that again.
More durability than Lara right here.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess he wasn't in range.
Yeah.
Because if he was, then I'm pretty sure he would have gone for Karen, unless it's
Yeah,
like,
I think
it's
they
like,
can see effective damage in this game.
unless it's like unclever mode up in here. So let's see how many.
Not gonna
okay.
kill, by the way. There's no way this is gonna kill.
I am aware she's not gonna kill.
Oh
She's-
my god. Use Karen for combat, guys. Give her lances, guys.
Hey, she's
Yeah.
gonna kill that ballista in 4 turns?
Plus any amount of times that he is healed by like the Physic Bishop.
Well, now I am stuck here, so...
Yeah, you're stuck there. That's funny.
I'm actually
You were
stuck.
worried about getting zoned out, but now you've been zoned in.
Maybe I can just block the ballista? I don't know. Why did I give her a short lance? I guess that's the only lance she can use, but still.
She can use iron lances. That's a better lance.
Maybe I should do that? I don't know.
You can, next turn you can fly away this mountain and rescue her.
I guess.
And that will be very embarrassing. At least it's better than staying there forever.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I guess I can trade her an iron lance with Finn or something. No, I cannot. God damn it.
Not this turn, and not from a Jedi.
I mean, I guess I can block the reinforcements. Please tell me where they spawn here, right?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I can look it up. I think you have roughly the right area, but roughly the right area is not good enough for blocking reinforcements generally.
No.
13... Okay. I looked on WOD, and I'm pleased to tell you that it's the red square that they spawn on.
Reds. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
It's on the road, furthest to the right.
Here?
I think that's the... No, down.
There we go.
I think that's the one, yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah, it's the one below the diagonal line, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll probably just use Fergus to block, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. This feels
Don't wanna-
bad, but here we go.
I mean, this playthrough is pretty bad, so it's fitting.
There we go, so I'll put him here, and so then Sylphina's kind of like stuck here, though.
You're stuck. You can at least pass Laura on, assuming you can get out of range of the ballista, but I don't think you can.
Oh yeah, easy.
I wonder, can Anna take a hit from the ballista while she's holding Laura?
Ooh.
I bet she can, right?
I think she can.
3, yeah, she should be able to with 3 defense.
Oh yeah. So let's give, and go over here. And then we can even, like, buff Karen. Why not?
Oh yeah, very buff.
So I guess what we can do... I don't know what we do
Trauma
with...
intensifies.
Let's see. Here's a good spot for him right now.
Yeah, that's great. It's excellent.
I can't put him here, though, and then, like, heal
Kill the
him.
ballista, yeah, I guess. You can kill a bunch of archers there.
Yeah, his only problem is, like, his avoid is 59. Like, what's their hit rate? 86. The hit rate is too high for me to be comfortable.
Is it 59 outside of the forest? Or...
oh, is that in a 4? Oh my god, it is.
Yeah, they are 2 tiles.
Fuck it, let's do it.
That's all it took.
That's all it took.
That's all it took, because the forest is there. You can't die in a forest. It's like, to survive in Fire Emblem, you need a pure water or a forest. If you got either of those, you're good.
Oh shit, wait. Does he swap away from his killer bow?
No.
Fuck. Well, they're gonna go for the blue units, it's okay.
There's gonna be less of those every turn, dude.
That's true.
I think you missed 1 Iron Lance. Other than that, I think
Yeah, I think so too. Alright, so you don't want to attack these battle axes with blade?
I mean, if he survives, you could, I guess. Because he doesn't take damage on them when he's on the gate, right? Does he? Well, actually, they could crit him again, I guess.
Yeah, 10 crit is kind of bad, actually. But that's 1 less battle axe, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I guess I could swap to my Iron Lance to conserve my Silver Lance a little bit, but I actually like him killing here.
I would kill the battle axes, but maybe not the soldiers. The problem is, like, they'll all attack you, probably. Or not.
Probably.
I think actually maybe the battle axes will attack you and the others won't, because their attack is so high.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, rip blue unit. It was nice knowing. Oh, wow, nice.
I live.
Yeah, he lived, but not for long.
Yeah, call an ambulance for this guy, but not
So
for
I do
me.
seem to recall there being something if you kill the boss, the enemies start fleeing or something? Or is that part of, like, what you don't want to tell me?
That's what I was not gonna tell you, but if you know that much, then yeah, sure.
I just
That's
seem
basically
to
how it goes.
remember something,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, at this point it doesn't matter because you cannot really do the strategy anymore. So I guess it's kind of tell you what the idea is.
Yeah.
So there's reinforcements that will show up on 2 conditions. One is you kill the boss. The other is just like a certain turn number.
Yeah.
And once they come out, once that event hits, basically, every enemy already on the map will stop attacking and try to flee, including the ballista. But the ballistas have 0 move, so they don't flee. But they stop attacking, and that helps Karen a lot because then she can just fly around and do whatever she likes. And so what I do is I try to kill the boss ASAP. I just shut up phone. I wait around at the starting area with like all my units,
Yeah?
and just do nothing with Safi there. And I deploy the units, the Glade Squad, around to block the reinforcements on the next turn, because there's only 4 spots where they can go, and you put them in range of those spots. They can't reach them turn 1, but they can reach them turn 2. So you need to turn it up. Then you warp in Asbel to kill the boss on turn 2, and that will make the event happen. But by the time it happens, you block all the reinforcements. So the end result is the boss is dead. All the enemies on the map stop attacking you because they're fleeing, and the reinforcements won't spawn. And the reinforcements are a lot stronger than the enemies initially on the map, so you definitely want to block them if you can.
I see. Okay, well that's interesting. So you can really cheese this map.
Yeah, you can cheese it really hard. It's a really weird thing to warp skip because it's an escape map, so you generally don't think of it as a warp skippable map, but in a way it is. I think the strategy was given to me by speed. I'm sorry, I thought of movement. I couldn't.
Yeah, I could hear you thinking it.
I'm so sorry, man. I
could hear you thinking it.
I'm so sorry.
But it's time for Ronan to promote. That's nice.
Did you break his bow yet? I think he did. Yeah, I think he might have broken it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Broken bonin.
A broken bonin, yeah. So I guess what we can do then is we can run him in here or something.
Max, I know you like to pay people in exposure, but can we not expose Ronan too much?
You'll be fine. What's gonna kill him?
That's what I thought.
So I guess, okay. Sylphina can't really, like, go over here. This is annoying.
It's a great spot for your flyer. Zoned in, all right.
This is annoying. It'll take me.
Hey,
Hey.
Now we can use steel lances. Maybe that will work.
If I move her like this, okay, there is a. Okay, I can trade an iron lance over to Finn. Over to Nanai. I could do this. Do you think this is a good idea? Like, that'll kill the ballista on the next turn.
Alright, let's hope he doesn't get physicked. If he does, though, you can dismount rescue her.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as long as we... I don't think there's a way to check global ranges in this patch, sadly.
Not yet.
But I think this should be a safe spot. Yes, it is. So... I think I'm actually just gonna keep Ronan in the spot and promote him.
Alright. So swap to a different bow and do it.
Yep.
Give him a cost while you're at it.
Yeah, this would not be the... I put the Accost medal on him, but I realized this is not the chapter to do it.
It's not a great one, no. It's it is a very risky skill to have on a unit, especially a half HP unit.